and I'm getting ready for Atlas Mountain Race. It's an ultra cycling event that's 1,300 kilometers with a lot of elevation gain. I don't know, it's like 21,000 meters, who really knows? The internet lies to you. But yeah, I think I'm ready. I want to give you a little bit of a tour of my bike. We're going to climb all of these mountains here in Morocco, the Atlas Mountains and the Anti-Atlas. So I want to go over what I've got on the bike and then what I've got in the bags. So I'm rocking an Open 1 Plus. It's a hardtail mountain bike. I've got suspension on the front and 29 wheels with a dynamo front. I'm riding the Hunt Proven carbon wheels, and they have a dynamo, like I mentioned. New carbon wheel set for me, which is really exciting. I'm lightweight and stiffness of them for the race. The wheels or tires I'm running are, the front is a Racing Ray 2.25 and the rear is a Schwalbe Racing Ralph 2.1, which I'm glad about because there is potential rain in the forecast. So a little bit of extra space in the back with that 2.1 and clearance is great. The other things I'm using are some SQLabs on the front end, which are good because I really like the road bike position, so that's helpful. I've just put on some Ergon GP1 grips, which are really helping with that space in my hand where I've kind of experienced a little bit of numbness before. I'm also using aerobars. These are the Profile Design, I forget what they are. My friend's letting me borrow them, and it'll be my first race with aerobars, so kind of exciting. I've got a couple of things on the aerobars. First off, the Dynamo Sinewave Beacon. I have an Apidura TT pack here that was kind of like a challenge to fit it all together. So underneath, I'm using a K-edge mount with a GoPro and an extension, so I can lift the light up and access it with a USB in the back. So that was a big challenge. Shout out to District Bicycle Works in DC and Austin and Matt for helping me figure that one out. I also have a water bottle cage that's on the aero bars. And on here is, this is the special sauce I've been talking about a couple times. I've got a Wahoo mount on here, and you know, this bottle cage here on the aero bars, it came with a hole where you could put a Garmin quarter turn mount, but I don't have Garmin, I use Wahoo. So I found one of those quick turn from when you buy a Wahoo, and they give you the one that you can like zip tie onto a stem or a handlebar, and I shoved it up in there and it worked. So I've got a mount on the water bottle cage, and I also have a mount, which is kind of hard to see. There's a mount coming out here from my fork that I can put the Element Roam on, and that is great for a cord that comes here out of this bag. And if I want, I can also put the Roam here on top of this. So if I'm in the aero bars, then I'm able to utilize the Wahoo Roam on the water bottle. And unfortunately, the way that the aero bars are, I can't actually put this InReach, which is my tracker, in the other mount area. But I don't think very often I'll spend that much time in the aero bars. But basically, this allows me to be able to see both of these things on my handlebars at once. And for really cheap, $8. This here is a quarter turn mount that I got on Amazon. I'll put it in the video description below. I also have one, which my phone is being recorded to use this video, but I put one on the back of my phone. So when I'm in a town and I want to look at my cell phone to like look for resupply, I can put that again here on the water bottle. And while I'm in the aero bars or while I'm holding onto the bars, I can kind of tap and I'm not holding the phone. So less likely to drop it, safer. So that's set up there, and it's kind of crowded up front, but it works. So I have the aero bars. The other kind of like standout things I've got on the bike are the fork mounts. I have the Old Man Mountain axle pack, which allows me to put water bottle cages on the fork without putting them around the stanchions. Now, I have right now some king cages on here, which allow for 1.5 liter bottle on either side. Okay, it's heavy, yes, I know, but it really works and it's great. It allows me to have it, and then when I don't want to use it, I can just take it off and I don't have to have anything on the fork. I don't use a Camelback or a hydration bladder on my back while racing, so water is always a challenge for me because I want to put it on the bike. So I have 1.5 liter bottles on either side potential. There's a 3 liter bladder here in my frame bag, And also this bottle here, and at the end of the day, the reason why I went with this whole setup in the bottle is so I can put drink mix and electrolytes in a bottle, because nobody wants to put electrolytes or drink mix inside of their hydro bladder. It kind of sucks. And when you have a bottle like this on your fork and you open it, the water starts to slosh around. So basically my goal is to wait until the 3-liter bladder is empty to utilize these bottles and pour it into the 3-liter bladder and this bottle. The other things I'm rocking on the bike are just SRAM AXS. I've got a power meter on the front, which is new for me. I kind of want to look at this data with my coach over at Dennis at Orange Seal. We're going to kind of go over the race afterwards, so I'm excited to have a power meter. And when you get really tired, sometimes it's hard to know how much you're outputting, so it's kind of cool to have it. 10 to 52 cassette in the back, 32 front chainring. I'm bringing 3 batteries and the charger. I've got SRAM level brakes and SID Rockshox Ultimate Fork, the lightweight one. It has a lockout on the front. The bags that I'm running are Apidura. So I've got the Aerobar TT pack here. This is the Backcountry top tube pack. This is great because it has 2 compartments in it. So electronics are here, and in the back I've got like random assorted items. The frame bags, Backcountry 4-liter from Apidura. Saddle bag is 10-liter Backcountry, and then this is the tool pack, which has like everything in there, all the tools, so conveniently in that one spot. And that's everything on the bike. The SRAM Dynamo front hub also. In the top tube pack, we'll start with that. It has electronics. So I've got this kind of cool flat looking plug thing, and it has a USB adapter, so I can actually use this in the US too, and any other country that I'm racing in, which is cool. So I've got the adapters for the rest of it at home, and this fits really well inside here. So I've got that. I've got 2, there goes my map cards, 2 external batteries. This one's from OtterBox. It's kind of big, but I didn't want to purchase this next one, which is the Nikkor NB 10,000. This one is excellent, and I'll try to use this more often. But just in case I have a second one, in case this first one dies, this is amazing. The NB 1000 I've talked about a million times. I also have, well, I got my route cards in here. So locations and notes. Oh, that's my insurance card. Global Rescue is my insurance preferred. I paid for it. No sponsorship there. Global Rescue, if you want to sponsor me for any of my videos, please let me know. Okay, inside I've got batteries to my headlamp, which I will grab right now. Aside from the dynamo front, I'm using this Fenix HM65R. Batteries come out of it. You can put a reusable battery in, and a lot of people don't know you can actually use disposable batteries. So I bring 2, I don't know, I think they're literally called 1, 2, 3. Shout out to Mel for recording this video for me. Love you. So I have 2 sets of this, and then I have 2 of the regular rechargeable ones. I don't have the USB plugs in them, so I actually have to charge it while it's on my helmet, but that's okay. I said earlier I've got SRAM AXS batteries. I have 2 of them in here. So I put all my like little electronics in this thing. It's helpful. And then there goes a battery. I'm rocking a POC helmet. Thanks Bike Tires Direct for the helmet and glasses from POC. They're a distributor out of Oregon. They do online stuff, so tires and other things. I got cables. I got more cables. There's cables everywhere in my bike. Backups on backups. This one is cool.
Tires from Bike Tires Direct?
You can get your tires from Bike Tires Direct. Yes, Milk.
The Schwalbe.
They have these Schwalbe tires online there too, and a bunch of other stuff. You can get Wahoo, you can get Garmin. Basically everything on my bike almost you can buy, which is cool. Not the bike itself, not the frame, but they sell 3T, which is super cool. Special partnership there. I got this cool like angled cable. This one is actually a slow cable. It kind of charges slow, but it allows me to like keep it into my computer at the side, because it's really hard sometimes when the space is weird to plug this in. So yeah, you can buy this on Amazon. Just look for angled cable. What else do I have in here? Oh, the back is like assorted. Oh, I have more cables, more cables. This one is to the light to my dynamo. so I can plug it into at night. I can plug it into external battery. This is the cable for my inReach. Sunscreen, more sunscreen. I brought a spoon in case I needed it. I don't know, we'll see if I need it, but this was a suggestion. It's actually for tagine, which I'm probably not end up getting, but that's okay. I brought an extra Wahoo because if my main Wahoo dies, I don't want to be SOL. Chain lube, little rag to clean the chain. There goes my dynamo plug. Okay, toothpaste, because everyone needs to brush their teeth. Spray hand sani for hands and other.
Do you spray your chamois at night?
Oh, that's a really good idea. I never sprayed my chamois.
Disinfectant.
Disinfectant, that's a good idea. I usually just wash it. Okay, this is my CBD cream and caffeine pills in here. P-Rag, hydrocortisone cream. I don't use chamois cream, but I use this because it is actually like an anti-inflammatory. So if I really need something, this is great. And then thanks Mel again for these chlorine tabs, because if for some reason you are in an SOL situation and you need to drink water from a town or something, you can use these, but try to drink bottled water. I will drink bottled water unless I have an emergency. Dynaplug, this is from the Meteor in Bentonville. You stick it into your tire, plugs the hole. I also have this Muc Off tool in my handlebars. I need to put a bacon strip in, but these are quick access for tire emergencies. On the other side here, I have a feed bag. There's a bunch of food in there. I'm not gonna tell you what's in there right now, but it's basically just like gummies from Trader Joe's, Scandi Swimmers, some scratch mallow bars, whatever I can shove in and in my pockets too. I have the Musette bag from Apidura. I had to borrow this one from Ulrich Barthelmus because I couldn't find mine. Thankfully, he has an extra, is letting me borrow it. Frame bag. Woo! There's a 3-liter bladder in here. I also have zip ties. I got a pillow. I've got different medicines. Aleve, these are not actually Aleve and Tylenol. I use these small things as like a way to hold other pills. Pepto-Bismol, ibuprofen, Benadryl, and Imodium. I've got Bronner's soap here for cleaning my chamois and also my body, and then extra chain lube, which I brought dry chain lube thinking it was going to be dry in the desert, and well, it's going to rain, so just for the first 2 days. Spray sunscreen. I carry a spray because I really don't like putting lotion on. Okay, this is just a bunch of different drink mixes. Scratch hydration. I'm using BCAAs this time and a green drink mix from Gnarly Nutrition because I really don't want to get sick. I've got a couple Tailwind recovery protein packets in here. They're not whey, so I appreciate that. I've also got Scratch hyperhydration and a bunch of bags because it's going to be wet, and like they don't do takeaway food here, so if you want to take food with you for some reason, you got to use bags. Okay, that's this side. The other side, eye mask for when I'm sleeping. They don't have menstrual products here, so this is like a whatever. Gloves if it's nasty or if it's really wet and I don't want my hands to get soggy, maybe I'll use these. Band-Aids, Tegaderm. I do have scissors to cut the Tegaderm because it's just a long strip. I have eye drop things, wipes. I have more wipes, but this is the easy access one. These are like cleaning wound wipes. Okay, that's that. Lastly, well, I got 2 more bags. Vest, just kind of easy access on top. I vacuum packed my sleeping bag, so that saves space until later, but more wipes. More drink mix. This is super carb from Scratch. Sleeping shorts, and then I have rain pants if I need to put something over, but sleeping shorts, more of those drink mixes, they're extra. So I've got a sleeping pad. This is the Thermarest Neo X-Lite. X-Therm. More gels, extra. And then a pair of cycling shorts are in there, but I don't want to pull them out because they're nice and tucked. Okay, that's the saddle bag. And then the front, I'm carrying a long sleeve. I could sleep in this if I wanted. It's a wool it's merino wool, Velocio. Rain booties, really glad I brought these from Velocio. Rain gloves, merino wool buff from Velocio as well. These are light merino wool socks from Velocio. Knee warmer, other rain glove, knee warmer. I didn't do leg warmers because I really don't like leg warmers. So rain jacket from Velocio, no hood. I made the mistake of not bringing my hooded jacket, but we'll survive. And then lastly, rain pants. These are from Patagonia. I don't know, I just found these and I thought, well, I'll just give them a shot. And they're actually pretty good. They do a decent job. So those are my rain pants. And then the only other thing I have on the bike, I guess that I didn't talk about, is the tool pack. I've got 2 tubes in it. All of this stuff everywhere. Okay. I'm carrying a regular multi-tool with like everything on it. This one's from Crank Brothers. Leatherman has all the things. These are Dynaplugs extras. I've got an emergency hot hand warmer. There's 2 here, and emergency foot warmer. There's 2. I'm carrying an extra container of orange seal. It's double wrapped, but the orange seal here, and I'm also, because you never know what could happen, I've got the like head to it, helps with the flow. So orange seal, this one is their 4 ounces one. I put fresh orange seal in before the start though, so we're good there. Tire levers from Schwalbe. Emergency bivvy. This is a chain breaker also, and it just has, it's wolf tooth. It has a bunch of heads to it. Oh, I'm missing one, shit. Oops. Well, that's a bummer. I still have a multi-tool, so I'll survive. But this is helpful because if you need to do any sort of chain fixing or whatever. And then I have 2 tubes in the bottom. Lastly, really quick, in here I have extra scissors, crazy glue, spare 2032 battery for the power meter, even though I just put a new one in, bacon strips, an extra set of brake pads, a CO2 head. I don't even have a CO2. I need to go get one. I've got extra cleat and cleat bolts, a ton of extra chain for my 12-speed Eagle chain, and a bunch of cores, a bunch of valves, and a bunch of quick links. So that's everything that I'm carrying. Oh, actually the last things are, okay, so I'm carrying this down jacket. I've worn this down jacket from Mountain Hardwear a million times over. These are my pocket items. Tums. These are an antacid, basically. They're peppermint. Helpful. I have Apple AirPods. They're the new one. They are USB-C, so I am done with iPhone cords. My new iPhone has USB-C also, so sayonara. Sunscreen chapstick. This is salt pills, actually, so shout out to my friend Rachel for coming up with this idea, but it goes right in your back pocket, so it's really nice. Lots of plastic bags because it's gonna rain. Let's see, passport, and then I'll put my brevet card and the money in this nice, I'm on this game of these like reusable bags that are like really, they're like, you know, Ziploc bags, but nice. And then all the food that I'm putting on my bike. Here is what I'm using for Atlas Mountain Race. Now I have to go put this all back on. Race starts in like, I don't know, 30 hours. Thanks for watching. P.S. Subscribe to the channel and go and watch Same Same But Different, a story about ultra cycling and life. It's a story about the Badlands 2022 and 2023 race that I competed in and everything in between. It's a feature film and you can find it on my channel. Cheers. Bye.